The crimson sand of Kepler 442b stretched endlessly beneath twin suns, painting the battlefield in shades of rust and gold. Smoke rose from the wreckage of starships, scattered across the desolate landscape, like broken toys discarded by cosmic children. The war between the Galactic Coalition and the Terran Federation had raged for 3 years, leaving countless worlds scarred and lifeless. Captain Marcus Reed crouched behind the twisted metal of a destroyed transport, his plasma rifle charged and ready. His squad had been separated during the surprise attack, leaving him alone in hostile territory. The Coalition forces had retreated hours ago, but something felt wrong about the silence that followed. A low growl echoed from beyond a nearby ridge. Marcus tensed, finger hovering over the trigger. The sound came again, weaker this time, more like a whimper than a threat. Against his better judgment, he crept forward to investigate. What he found made him freeze. A massive figure lay crumpled in a crater, its blue-scaled hide torn and bleeding. The creature stood nearly 8 feet tall, even while prone, with 4 powerful arms and a reptilian head crowned with bone ridges. It was a Vex warrior, one of the Coalition's most feared soldiers. Alien's breathing was labored, its golden eyes flickering with pain and exhaustion. Purple blood seeped from multiple wounds across its body, staining the sand beneath it. Its own forces had left it behind, abandoned to die alone on this forgotten world. Marcus raised his rifle, knowing he should end this quickly. The Vex had killed countless humans during the war. This one had probably slaughtered his own comrades. It would be justice, even mercy, to finish what the battle had started. But as he looked into those alien eyes, something made him hesitate. He saw not the savage beast described in military briefings, but a fellow soldier left behind by his own kind. The Vex warrior made no move to attack, showed no aggression, despite seeing its enemy standing above it. The alien spoke, its voice a deep rumble that somehow conveyed universal pain. "End it, human. Your people would call it mercy." Marcus kept his weapon trained on the creature, but found himself unable to pull the trigger. "What's your name?" "Cole," the Vex replied, surprise flickering across its reptilian features. "You speak our tongue." "Learned it from prisoners," Marcus said. "Thought it might be useful someday." He studied the wounded warrior. "Your own forces left you here." Cole's laugh was bitter. "I failed to retreat when ordered, stayed to cover civilians. Command considers me compromised by human weakness." The alien's eyes closed briefly. Perhaps they're right. Marcus felt something shift inside him. The enemy he had been taught to hate was guilty of the same compassion that drove humans to fight. Those civilians made it out? Yes, 12 families from the mining colony, all safe. Cole's breathing grew more labored. It was worth it. The human soldier lowered his rifle. Slightly. Everything about this encounter violated his training, challenged the propaganda that painted the Vex as monsters. Here was a warrior who had sacrificed himself for innocence, abandoned by his own military for showing mercy. "You're bleeding out," Marcus observed. "Yes, soon now." Cole's eyes met his again. "Why do you not finish it?" Marcus found himself kneeling beside the wounded alien, setting his weapon aside. "Because leaving you to die slowly would make me the monster they say you are." Without fully understanding his own actions, Marcus pulled out his medical kit. The emergency supplies were designed for human physiology, but trauma was trauma. He began cleaning the worst wounds, his hands working automatically while his mind raced. "You should not waste your supplies on me," Cole protested weakly. "Maybe not," Marcus agreed, continuing his work. "But I've seen enough death. Maybe it's time to try saving someone instead." For the next hour, Marcus worked to stabilize the alien warrior. He used his entire medical kit, gave Cole water from his own canteen, and even shared his emergency rations. The Vex watched him with growing wonder, Unable to comprehend why an enemy would show such kindness, as the twin suns began to set, casting long shadows across the battlefield, Marcus helped Cole to his feet. The alien was still weak, but stable enough to travel. "There's a neutral zone about 20 kilometers north," Marcus said. "Medical station run by the Red Star Alliance. They'll treat anyone. No questions asked." Cole stared at him in amazement. "You would help me reach safety?" "Your own people would call this treason." Marcus shouldered his pack and picked up his rifle. "My people taught me that honor means protecting those who cannot protect themselves. Seems like that applies regardless of species." They began walking together across the alien landscape, an unlikely pair united by shared humanity despite their different origins. The war continued to rage across the galaxy, but here on this forgotten world, two soldiers had found something worth fighting for beyond victory. As they walked, Cole spoke quietly. "When this war ends, I will remember this day. I will tell my people that not all humans are what we believe them to be." Marcus nodded, understanding that they were both changed by this encounter. "And I'll tell mine the same about the Vex." In the distance, the lights of the medical station beckoned like a beacon of hope. Behind them, the battlefield lay silent, under alien stars, witness to a small act of defiance against the machinery of war. Sometimes the greatest victories came not from defeating enemies, but from discovering that the enemy was never truly an enemy at all. Their footsteps echoed across the sand as they walked toward an uncertain future, carrying with them the fragile hope that compassion could bridge even the vastest differences between worlds.